I'm John Brown, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about how the Spanish and Aztecs worldviews clashed, how their confrontation first went. And as always, I'm your host, Dr.FatBird, and welcome to Monkey Man Plays. I'm taking these off, these are so uncomfortable. Can I look at this? No, please, I'm sorry. Now let's talk about the development of the Aztecs, their development, how they started, and their religion. So the Aztecs started off as a nomadic tribe wandering the Mexica, and some events followed after, like their god Huitzilopochtli told them to kill the princess of a tribe. They did that. Their king got mad, obviously, because I feel like he'd be mad if your daughter got killed. And with that, they swamped the salty waters of Lake Texcoco, and they found themselves an island. So that's where it all began, the Aztec Empire, the great empire that really impacted history in the way we know it. So it started off small. It was a small group of nomadic people, as I told you, and on the island they built big wooden stilts, like 9-foot long stilts, into the ground because it was really swampy land, so that'd make a big, great foundation.
This is Evan. I don't really know what the heck he means. A cool guy, I guess. Okay.
Hey guys, this is Evan here. Alright, I'm currently in the bathroom. The budget on this video is very low, so make sure to like and subscribe. And also, buy the merch. The budget of this video is $2. And with gas prices and inflation, it's even lower. So make sure to buy our merch and like and subscribe.
They were smart. And with that, they also had chinampas, which were like rectangular shaped islands which they could farm on. This really helped boost their economy and their development into how they would later become a greater empire, and also helped expand the island. Now let's talk about their religion. Okay, so Aztec religion was really complicated. It was polytheistic, which means they had tons of God, unlike Europe, which is they only had Jesus and Jesus only. I like Jesus. Jesus is cool. But with that, they had many gods like Huitzilopochtli, and they had many temples dedicated to those gods. And with that came a social hierarchy system, right? So they had the warriors and priests at the top, with people of like farming still at the bottom, but they'd be highly recognized for helping develop this large empire. So that's basically how the Aztecs developed and how they sort of expand their empire and a bit of their backstory. So I hope that helps. Now let's talk about the Spanish and how they develop, right? Because there's a reason for going this far into the New World to find something they really wanted, right? So the Spanish was a really large empire, along with the Portuguese and many other places in Europe, and they wanted more land, gold, and so the three G's basically, God, glory, and gold. They needed that. And the reason they needed that is because they were becoming so large. They had many islands in the west coast of Africa, the Swahili coast, and different islands in the Philippines, Australia even, and some small islands in the Caribbean, right? So with that, they had a larger population. Plus all their gold mines were starting to run out, right? And that's never good. You want more resources. You want more money. And with them becoming a larger seafaring empire, like almost countries are like right now, they needed more gold to sustain their economy so they can continue to be this great empire as they are. So with that, they had many conquistadors, which are basically travelers and conquerors. It means conquerors, basically. And with that, they started to travel to the New World, which is North America and South America, which were not explored yet, except the Caribbean islands, right? So they explored there. So they went to the Caribbean islands. There's a man called Cortez who basically led all of this, and they landed in the Yucatan Peninsula, which is like, it curves upwards, and it's a peninsula, which is in central Mexico. And with that, they started to trek forwards, and they soon saw the riches that this world could hold. They first met the Mayans, and they had this tactic where they'd be friendly first, and they start to kill them. So with that, they met the Mayans, they killed them, and they captured them, and they soon learned about the Aztecs. And with that, they were like, wow, we could get really rich out of this. This could be what we were waiting for. So Cortez wanted this, and he kept going forward trying to find the Aztecs, right? So this is basically how the confrontation led and began. Okay, so let's talk about the aftermath of this confrontation between them. So basically what happened, I'll tell you. So the Spanish went into Tenochtitlan, the capital of the Aztec city. It had a really large population of 200,000 people, which is extremely large for that time. They went into there, then they made friends with the Aztec Empire. Then, since because of translation issues, Cortez thought it was fine for him to take everything. So he did that in a bit of a harsh way, some people would say. He went and he started killing many people who lived in Tenochtitlan, and the Aztecs couldn't do anything because they didn't have the armor, right? Technological advancements. The Aztecs had spears, and the Spanish had horses, guns, which would sound like gods. Like they sound like they're gods. So the Aztecs, so they had that along with armor, which the Aztecs didn't really do anything with. So what happened was, along with that, after the bloodshed, what happened after that was smallpox, a disease which the Aztecs had never seen, and their medicine couldn't handle it. So that killed off a very big number of people in Tenochtitlan, right? And so that was not good for their economy. That crippled their economy and their people, and they couldn't really fight back anymore. So the Spanish had declared a colony called New Spain. So with this colony, what they did was they got all the gold, they built mines, they had slaves, and they did everything, which made them really rich. But there's one problem. Because with inflation, the price of gold drastically decreased, which helped devastate the Spanish economy. And along with this, right, that wasn't good. Since they had worked so hard for this money, it also devastated all of this for them, which is never good. And so basically, since they didn't know about inflation at that time, all this gold brought into their economy devastated them. And let's talk about the colony of New Spain. So New Spain wanted to spread the three Gs, God, glory, and gold. They wanted glory, which obviously God did, explored a brand new and killed off a massive tribe. And God, being that they want to spread their Catholic, their Christianity, and gold. I think they had tons of gold, so much their economy crashed.
This is Jack. He was one of my closest friends. He soon died after the recording of this video because his dad forgot to invest in a rocket ship. I'm really sad.
Guys, I am so sorry to interrupt this video. It's a very educational video, but the numbers in the last video were absurd. I can't believe we got 20 million views on that last video. You guys are crazy, but somehow only 3% of you guys are still subscribed to the channel. We are about to hit 10 subscribers, and it would mean the world to me if we could hit that. Also, make sure to smash that like button, and maybe there's a little surprise merch drop. All the funds go straight to my bank.
Okay, so I'll tell you the Aztec religion. I have a sick artifact that I want to show to you. So we have a budget to buy computer chairs. So we have these 6 cool chairs, you guys. Look at them. So disclaimer: this is not a vape. I promise. There's no vape inside. So okay. This is the Aztec death whistle, you guys should say. What they used to do with this, they used to go on top of the cliffside of their enemies and would play this tons and tons of time over again. It would go insane. It was like a mental device to help the Aztecs win battles. So let me see if this works. This works. It doesn't really work, but don't worry. Editing will fix that. Okay, let's do it again. It works fine. So this is a sick artifact, and I wish it was cooler. I heard the 3D printed. Someone stole my 3D print. One like, one pair for John Quavius Dingle, but I did my 3D print. So please guys, like. This is an emotional moment for me. Please like. Doesn't matter. Editing. So thank you for watching. Please, I hope you learned something. I really don't care if you don't. And please subscribe, buy my merch. We need money. So much money spent on this video. We had 2 studios. Can you believe that? And as always, thank you for watching. Bye.
Guys, studio tour. Look at this. It's quite rainy outside. That's with more water, right? More fresh water. So here we have my sick gaming PC with the Core i3 and the 8 gigabytes of RAM. Here we have, so I can get more lamp for more light. My audio thing. More windows. Rest of my room. It's fine. This is what I recorded on. Look at this thing. It's 2 pieces of 2 books, a plank that I can Taekwondo. I'm really good. My water bottle and this box.
We do just grass. I do, but I know some people play games like